Speaking of which...
This is the strangest item I've ever had to value on Flog It. Can you tell me a little about it? I'm slightly undecided what it is.
Well, we believe it is a two-headed kitten, and it belonged to my husband's grandfather's father, so it was his great-grandfather. But they used to sew two heads together. But when he took the skin and all the stuffing out, he said no, it was just the one head.
Was the one head? Rather interesting. It has this sort of slightly freak show element that the Victorians absolutely loved. You know, they're permanently going around circuses and fairs, seeing the tallest man, the shortest man, the fattest man, and whatever. So suddenly to get a two-headed cat, it's almost sort of stuff of Greek mythology, isn't it? I have no comparable whatsoever. So 50 to 200 pounds, who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't go up over to 200 pounds.
That's the beauty of these peculiar items. You never know what someone might be willing to pay.
Come now to the Victorian Preserved double-headed kitten, 900.
This is good.
950.
Yeah, we're going to do 1,000 now.
1,000 at £1,000. Are we all done? I'm going to sell it at £1,000. Last time, are we all done at £1,000?
Yes, that is Flog It for you.
Well, they say two heads are better than one, and when it comes to Victorian taxidermy, that couldn't be more true. Here on Flog It, we've met enough examples of taxidermy to recreate Noah's Ark. Everything from ducks to cow's hooves to bison horns.
Look at the size of these buffalo horns.
The art of preserving animals can be traced back as far as the ancient Egyptians, but the golden age of taxidermy was during the Victorian era. The stuffed and mounted trophies of the great hunters and collectors of that period form the basis of the Natural History Museum in London. Taxidermy became popular among the upper classes who display their impressive collections to show off their thirst for knowledge and interest in the empire. Now I have to show you these elephant feet. Now I have seen these used before as plant pots, stick and umbrella stands, or even a litter bin in a gentleman's library. These antique elephant feet from the Victorian era are on display at Tatton Park, and I know some people find taxidermy quite macabre and unsettling, but I quite like it, and it's making a comeback. The work of the great 19th century taxidermists like Peter Spicer and Rowland Ward is highly prized by collectors, and their birds of prey are especially sought after. I'm told a rare golden eagle by Peter Spicer might command a price of up to £20,000. Spicer often signed his pieces on a pebble in the tableau, so make sure you look closely. But beware of fakes. Unscrupulous dealers may replace trade labels falsely, attributing the work to renowned taxidermists. If in doubt, get a second opinion. Taxidermy can be prone to damage and decay, especially the older pieces. Look out for signs of infestation. Drooping tail feathers suggest the presence of museum beetle, or missing fur may indicate skin mite. And pieces that haven't been carefully displayed are likely to have faded. So with taxidermy back in fashion, it pays to keep your eyes peeled when rummaging in junk shops. But remember, condition is key. Strictly speaking, butterfly collections aren't classified as taxidermy. But if you're embarking on a career in collecting, it could be a great start. And we've seen some great antique collections over the years on Flog It.
These came from Malaya, Singapore.
Did he personally collect them?
Yes, he did, yes.
Was it running around the jungle with a net?
Yes, yes, indeed, yes.
Right,
yes.
right. How many are there? Let's just have a quick look. 9 trays altogether.
I've never counted them accurately, but I suspect there's about 300 or so there.
When I started for these, unusual lot. £380 then, in the balcony, they go forever.
Wow,
You'll
yeah.
say that.
That wasn't a bad price for such a pretty and unusual collection.